What's going on, guys, and welcome to a new series that I'm calling Rust 101. In this specific episode, we're going to be showing you how to build a strong metal trap house. This is going to take a lot of metal material, so if you're actually abundant on my server, which you could find the net connect down below, you can join up and see if you can build something like this. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to show you how to build it, but I'm also going to show you how to get into it and prevent yourself from dying once you get stuck. So go ahead and start with just the basic pillars in the middle. So the way that this works is it utilizes metal ramps on the outside. I'm just going to show you the bottom floor. I'm not going to completely build up all the way. I'm probably going to go about 3 floors in the middle and the outside so you guys can kind of adjust to your manner. I'm just going to show you the basics of the building first. I'm not going to tell you anything about specifics on materials. You can just build as you go, which is generally how people do what they do. So this is where the house would be, in the middle 2x2 foundations. You can obviously make this bigger, but just good luck finding an area where you can place 6x6 foundations already. And then what you do is you utilize the ramps on the outside, like this. Okay, and this is where the trap comes into play. And I'll show you how it actually is very easy for you to get in and out as well, and that way you don't trap yourself. There's several ways to actually combat this, and I'll show you that at the end. So, don't worry about this. The side pieces. What you're going to need to do is, it's pretty difficult, but you just need to kind of like glitch the corners like this. That way there's no way they can kind of like get out of it. It's kind of difficult, but you see what I mean. You put them together like that. It's going to take extra ramps from what you expect it to take. There we go, like this. And we go all the way around in ramps. And you guys can obviously adjust this to any way that you seek necessary. And then when the nakeds and or people with guns fall through, they will get trapped in here. What you're going to have in the middle is your house. So what your house is consisting of is just these, I actually didn't do any doorways. Doorway. Let's do 10, sure. Here we go. Didn't do any metal doorways. You can place your metal doorways wherever you want them to be. I would recommend putting metal doorways really anywhere. It is a square, so we're just going to do a double door system just because that's what we like to do, because I think it looks a little bit more sleek. And what we do is place these doors down, whatever, and then we take these metal walls and make sure, okay, so this is a thing that people don't realize. So if you build outwards with a wall like this, that is a much stronger wall than if you were to build with the metal, scrap metal side facing out. So make sure you're being careful when you're placing down doorways and doors and walls and all that kind of stuff. You don't want to place them this way. I'm going to do a bad example on this side. So you don't want to place your metal walls like this. They're actually, I don't know if it's 100% proven, but from what I've seen, it's actually easier to break into walls that are showing their scrap metal side. So I'm just going to randomly place these however I want to around their outside, primarily because I just want to get it done real quick. It's actually pretty hard to notice which sides you're placing stuff down on, so just keep that in mind and be careful. I'm not going to be using any ceilings because that's self-explanatory for you guys. And then we go ahead, and we're actually going to need 1 ceiling. I lied. Very unofficial at this point. And also, just a disclaimer, all these items were spawned in. I don't know if I already told you, but this entire house will be deleted after this episode, so you don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to be using this myself. I might be using the actual structure, not the structure I built, like the blueprints to this structure in my own building eventually, but I'm not quite at the metal house standpoint yet. So the way that you want to do this is like this and just have the stairs corresponding with each other. That way you can place doorways down right here. You place a wall down right here, or a door. I would probably utilize a door right here and a wall right here. And you would put a metal door down, just a little lag spike right there. Put a metal door down right there, put a doorway right here, wall right there, doorway. That way it's very hard to blow through. And you get all the way up to the top, just a little bit farther, and then I'll show you guys how about we want to do this. So here we go. This wall was misplaced. Need to shoot that down. Everybody on my server, by the way, server link is in the description, the net connect. you are able to use the /remove command. So if you do misplace items, you can /remove and take them back, and it'll actually replace it in your inventory. So what you want to do now is something that would put a ceiling right here. The best way to do this is to place some metal pillars right here and right here to be able to place a ceiling. Whoops. To be able to place a ceiling right there. Make sure you place it the right way. And what you're going to want to do is place these like this. You're going to want one right here, especially, because you don't want someone to actually have, like, randomly have in their inventory some metal stairs to get out. And I'll give you a walkthrough real quick. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the inside. That's a doorway that you can put your storage room in here. You can do as many floors as you want. You can put windows in. You can do all that kind of stuff. So this is supposed to be short and sweet for you guys, just to show you how to build something like this. And this is how you would exit. You literally just hop off that little ceiling. You could put a doorway right there. You can do whatever you want with that, and you just kind of hop off. You can go one layer up. It still won't do damage to you. These metal ramps seem to be destroying themselves. Even, you don't have to overlap these ramps, by the way. You can also just have them facing one way or the other. It really doesn't change much. So sometimes when you put items inside of each other, they delete, like this corner. Unless I just completely forgot this corner, in which I'm going to place down some of these things. Very unofficial. I'll get better at it this as we go, but this is Rust 101, where I'm going to teach you how to do certain things in Rust, and we're going to start with simple building projects. So this is the strong trap metal house. And the reason why it's a trap is most nakeds will just kind of be like, oh, and they'll just walk straight in. What are they going to do? How are they going to get out of here? The only way to get out is to suicide or to somehow parkour with barricades and wood. The best thing about this is that most people don't carry wood items on them at all times, but if they do, they can get out. But if they don't, they're trapped. And also, nobody really carries metal stairs and metal pillars to raid metal houses, because nobody generally wants to waste their metal on raiding. So nobody's really going to be able to get out of here with stairs. Nobody's going to be able to Trojan staircase up. You can't build a wood stairway to hop on top of your house, because this is going to be really tall. This is too far out. And now I'm going to show you some ways to prevent this. Obviously, you got the whole large wood storage box, barricade, you can hop up and out. It's pretty difficult to parkour. But also, a thing that people like to utilize is this, when they place these right here, these pillars in the middle of these foundations. When they do this with this type of house, it is a no-no. You do not want them... when they're here, you can actually see in a second. I'm going to blow my way out just so I can actually show you guys why that's not a good idea. Here we go. Let's just delete that ramp. That's not a good idea because look at this. Right here, blow into your wall, hop right in, get all your storage equipment. So what you want to do, instead of placing only one of these, you're going to want to utilize multiples of them and make sure that they're going much higher up in the air. Like this. That way they can't just hop straight from the ramp. Another thing that you need to be aware of is people able to put pillars and stuff into these corners and these spots. I really haven't decided if you should put like pillars in the middle of all this stuff just to prevent them. You can if you want to. It is a lot of metal to be able to do that because pillars do cost a good amount of metal. They're about 2 low-qual metal, which is about... I'm not really sure the corresponding. It's probably about 50 or 60 low-qual. So that's pretty... I mean, not low-qual, fragments. That is a lot of metal, but if you want to do that to make sure it's extra safe, then yes. So the only way to get out of this is C4, barricades, and large wood storage bins, and also just hopping out with these pillars. That's why I said you should definitely make them 2 or 3 high. So this has been the strong, not impenetrable, strong metal trap. People without wood are screwed. They have to suicide. You can take their things. And it's a very good utilized house. I actually ran across this on my server back in the day, and I actually ended up getting trapped inside there, and I did have to commit suicide to be able to get out. So that's what it is right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Rust 101. If you have any questions about anything down below, I can answer them for you in the next Rust 101 episode. In the next episode, I'm going to show you guys how to utilize a very small amount of materials to make a strong sleeping house. If you didn't know, on this server, I have limited sleepers. And again, the net connect is in the description below. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot down this house and just delete the items because I don't spawn stuff in on my server. But thank you guys for stopping by the first episode of Rust 101, and I'll see you guys later.